Hello and welcome to Learn to Drive the Easy Way. I'm approved driving instructor Michael Gambin and I'm going to show you how to drive manual, automatic and cars fitted with disability controls in the easiest way possible. So sit back, relax and enjoy. And remember to hit the subscribe button underneath to see all of our videos. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is how to turn right out of a road in a manual car. So we're going to use the MSPSL routine again, so mirrors, signal, position, speed and look. So first thing is our mirrors. We're going to check our rear view mirror first and then the right mirror. So again, to make sure that there is no one close behind and that there is no one that's going to attempt to overtake you on the right hand side. If there are one of those things happening, then we want to indicate earlier, so we tell that person what's our plan of action and it will prompt them to drop further back or to not overtake. If there is a chance that they may try to overtake, keep an eye on that right mirror on the approach as well. The next thing that we're going to do is our signal. Again, convert the speed limit of the road into meters. So this area is a 30, so we'll indicate 30 meters before the junction. Position. Now you'll see that there's 5 white lines on the approach to the end of the road. We want to be right next to that white line, okay, so we're as far over to the right hand side of our lane as possible. By being in that position, if someone wants to turn left, they can get past you on the left hand side, possibly if the road's wide enough. Now this leads on to the next thing that a lot of people do fail for on their driving test. If you're coming out of a one-way street, you need to be as far over to the right hand side of the road as possible. What you need to remember is no one can turn into that road. So by you staying to the left of centre, you're actually in the left lane for left turns only, effectively, and that will fail your driving test. So it's really important that you know what type of road you're on. Remember, if it's a one-way street, you'll tend to have arrows on the floor that show straight only, but you'll also have rectangular signs with a blue background with a white up arrow, like in this picture. So once we've done our position, the next thing we do is our speed. So we're going to be braking, slowing the car down. And again, thinking, is it an open junction or a closed junction? An open junction is one that you can see by the 3rd white line. A closed junction is one which you can't. If you can see by that 3rd white line and you can see it's safe, I have no problems with you nor with the examiner coming out of that road in a higher gear at a higher speed. If you can't see though, remember, go into 1st gear at that 3rd white line, but keep the clutch fully down on the approach. Once we've done our gears, the next thing we want to do is our look. So we're going to look right and left repeatedly to see what's going on. If it's not safe, we'll stop until we see it is safe, to which we'll then find our bike point to go. If it is safe, we can then proceed. Remember, if it's a give way line, you don't need to stop, whereas if it's a stop line, you must stop. Now this is where the right turn is slightly different. Again, we need to go further forward before we start our turn. So if we're turning onto a 2-way street, I would advise you to go forward straight until the front of your car lines up with the middle of the road you're turning into before you steer. If there are parked cars to avoid, then fair enough, start your steer earlier. Again, if you're turning onto a one-way street, that's not a necessity, so you can turn from an earlier position. So what we're going to do now is show you how to do those right turns. Okay, so mirror, mirror, right signal, braking, position next to that line. I can't see from here, so clutch down into 1st gear, hands at the top so I'm ready to steer, and you can see I'm starting my observations nice and early. It's safe, so I go out before I start my turn. And you can see with the right turn, I normally have to steer more to keep the turn more square. So mirror, mirror, signal, braking. Again, I've started my observations, I've gone into 1st gear, my position's next to the white line. It seems to be safe, so I'll go further forward before I start my turn again. So here, coming up to the end of the road again, this road is a bit busier than the last two, so I'm going to check my mirrors nice and early again before doing my signal. Braking nice and early, clutch down, into first gear, hands at the top so I'm ready. I'm starting my observations, it's safe so I go further forward before I start my turn. So, I hope this video has helped you understand what is involved when it comes to right turn emerges, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, which would normally be for turning right into a road.